From Dyke Beatty Field, Stanbaugh Stadium, it's time for some Youngstown State football. Hello everyone, this is Ian O'Brien here bringing you all your coverage of the Youngstown State Penguins as they take on the Howard Bison for Week 1 in the FCS Division 1AA college football season. Of course, John Haycock going into now his third year with the team. Of course, 2001, pretty good. 8-3, 2002, a little step back, but still 7-4. However, last year was a big step back in a 5-7 season. The Gwins are looking to rebuild. They're rebuilding right now. They're looking to get some revenge, and they are looking for a better season this year as they will face the Howard Bison, who are coming off of a disappointing 4-7 season as well. Our Coach Petty, we're going to see what happens here. And tell you what, Penguins, you got to watch out for this running back here. Now he's kind of like a fullback almost. You don't really see much guys like this anymore. Usually they go by the nice little thin running backs, but this guy is built like a fullback. He can get some yards on you. He could break at least 3 tackles one time if you have someone on him. Watch out for the Gwins today. Aaron Marshall as well, the quarterback, number 14. This should be a big one. And he's getting the team ready. So here we go. 3-minute quarters here in the first. Going to get set for the opening kickoff. Looks like Howard's going to be kicking off first in this game. And of course the Bison are going to be really one of these teams to look out for, see if they can actually get a better season going, see if they can rebuild. That's one thing that they're trying to do now is rebuild. They have not been to the playoffs since 1993. It has been that long since they were last in the playoffs here. So we're going to have to see what happens as we begin the opening season here in Division 1AA football. Howard's going to kick off. Number 15 is the kicker. And he's going to kick this one off. That's going to be a short kick by the looks of it. It's going to be around the 16-yard line. Penguins are going to return it. And look at this run going, and it's going to be brought down. See where that's around. Looks to be around about the 31, 32-yard line. So this is where the Penguins offense will take over here. Aaron Marshall, as we said, quarterback in his final season. Yeah, senior year, he's looking to go out here with a bang. It hasn't been pretty so far. But tell you what, he says, I'm not giving up, though. I want this season to be one of our best that we remember. This Penguins handed off, and nothing going for the big running back. He's about to probably get only a yard on the play. We'll have to see where they mark that. Yeah, one thing to look at here for YSU. Last year, the running game was so good. You had one of their better running backs here who ended up graduating. Now they have this big running back, now kind of like a fullback, something that you don't really see much anymore here. But this is kind of like where they're trying to go as a new era. As you see, Marshall drops back, surveys, throws, and he's just going to throw this one away as he got pressured. No one was open, and it's going to be a 3rd and 10. Aaron Marshall last year, let's just say 19 touchdowns and about 15 interceptions. Was not good. They mostly relied on the ground game a lot. Marshall just was not on top of his game. Senior season, though, looking to get some little revenge. Looks to have a better season as he drops back. Programs the field, trying to throw, and that one's almost picked off. The Bison nearly picked that one off, and it's going to be a 4th down coming up here. Great defense on that Howard side. Aaron Marshall should not have thrown it that way. First of all, Aaron Marshall, he hurried on that one. He could have maybe ran for it, got a couple yards. Instead, he wanted to throw it in double coverage. You never do that. Great defensive play there by the Howard Bison defense. And the Penguins are going to be punted away here with 2:23 left to go in the first. 4th and 10. They're looking to punt this one away in this rainy weather. This is not good weather where you want to be a kicker or punter. You have to somehow get some distance on this rather than height. And this one's going to be a punt around the 30. It's going to be taken to 35, 40, and probably going to be down around the 41-yard line for the Bison. So we'll see the Bison offense now. Last year, out of the whole FCS, offensively, they were 62nd. Not good at all. They struggled a lot on the passes. Running game was probably their biggest key. Will that be the same thing today? We'll have to see. Yeah, it looks like here got some receivers right there, about 2 receivers to the left. Got 2 right, drops back, and that one's incomplete and nearly blocked. I thought they were going to block that one or try and get to the quarterback for a sack. Yeah, The offensive line kind of broke down right there. You saw YSU's defense coming after the quarterback, and he just got that one off just in time. He's lucky that he was not sacked right there, because I thought they were going to come after that instead of try and bat the ball away. If I'm that defensive tackle right there, you have to come after him and sack him. I mean, you could get a hand on if you want, but no, you got to come up and sack him, man. No excuse for that right there. Looks like they're going to be a little bit here in the IFO. See what happens. Play clock at 8. And it's going to be a pitch. And it's going to take it. Breaks a tackle, but nowhere to go after that. He's stopped in the backfield for a loss on the play. By number 60. That was just a nice tackle right there. First of all, again, the offensive line broke down right there. They missed another block. And I don't know where that was on the left tackle by the looks of it. Just nowhere to go. And you saw the defensive lineman just go right through. 3rd and 11 here. 1:49 to go in the first. Back to pass. Looks. He's looking. Fires. This one. Throws and it's caught for a first down. What a nice pass there by the quarterback for Howard. And on that one, what happened there? Let's look at this again as we see the replay. Watch what happens. First of all, the coverage. You saw he's wide open right there. The middle linebackers, the outside linebackers did not, in fact, decide to back up right there. They moved them in. And because of that, the quarterback read it. He found the open man. That is a great read by the quarterback, taking his time no less. Something that he did not do last year. He forced a lot. He was pressured a lot. That time he took his time, found an open man. They have a running back in the backfield, fullback as well. And that's going to be a handoff. And looks like it might just be a yard on the play, as the Penguins have been stopping the run game so far against the Bison today. Look at this YSU defense. They did not have a pretty good year last year. Some games were good, and other games were not so good. They end up, in total defense, they were in fact 70th. Not good at all. They were 5-17, mostly relied on the offense and the running game. They're hoping to rebuild that today as play action. And looks to throw, just missed him. And it's caught. Touchdown Howard. What a play action throw. He felt the pressure, but he decided to just say, hey, I'm going to trust my receiver on this one. Touchdown. Yeah, you see right here. He knew the pressure was coming, so he gets it off, but he knows his receiver is one of the best in the FCS where he could catch this right on top of the quarterback. How about that? What a throw and what a catch. Right on top of the quarterback right there. You saw the quarterback. He put his arms up, but that receiver was just a lot taller. 31-yard touchdown pass. And with the extra point, it's going to be 7-0 here with 58 seconds left in the first quarter. And so we see here, I think they're going to try and go after this. We'll have to see. Maybe they could block the PAT here. It's up. And it is through the uprights. So that drive's brought to you by Pontiac, Fuel for the Soul. 7-0, Howard leads. So Howard, after that touchdown, took him a few plays, but they finally got it going. A little slow start here and there. They finally got it going, and a nice touchdown pass there from the quarterback, who last year, of course, struggled with a lot of play actions, a lot of dropbacks. Tell you what, he looked clean there. Yeah, again, a little slow start, but after it seemed like that 3rd and 13 play, he just came back right to them and ended up throwing a touchdown. What a play that was. The play action especially. That was just a nice play action. Because again, you feel the pressure, but you're not scared is the thing. You actually get better from going under pressure, and then your confidence boosts. And Penguins are going to take this one back. A little juke move. Look at him go. Almost broke that. I think it's going to be around the 33-yard line by the looks of it. I thought he was going to break that one for sure. I literally thought he was going to break that. It was that close to them breaking. So 54 seconds left in the first. 7-0 Howard. Looks like the Penguins are in fact going to have... Yeah, they're going to audible here. No running back in the backfield. They got a receiver to the right. Actually, they do have a run back in the backfield. And look at this run. This is what we were waiting for, the beast. He reminds me of that old school running back. The big guys that could just plow their way through. It takes bodies to get on them. That's what this guy reminds me of, and that was a big run right there. Had a slow start on the first possession, but finally breaks free that time for a 12-yard pickup. 1st and 10 for the Penguins, and the ball's going to be on the 46-yard line here. And they're definitely keeping him in the backfield for sure. They also have the fullback there as well. They have a receiver to the left, and they have a few to the right. Got an audible play, Aaron Marshall will. And this one's going to be another handoff. Try to get something going. That time he's going to be stopped for about maybe a 1-yard gain on the play. They read it that time what they were doing. Yeah, sometimes, this guy's mostly, he likes going a little north to south, but sometimes you have to go a little east to west as well, so that was actually for no gain. But they have to work with him on that. He's usually the power back where you go north and south. He's usually used to that. They try and go east and west with him, and it just doesn't work. They can read that good, so they're going to have to find some different place here to find out what's comfortable for him. Hand off that time, trying to go, and it's going to be tripped up for about a 2-yard pickup, as that might be the last play of the first quarter by the looks of it. And yes, that will in fact be the last play. So we'll go to the second quarter here with the score. Howard 7, Youngstown State nothing. And we'll go back to the second quarter. 7-0. The Howard Bison lead the Youngstown State Penguins here at Dyke Beatty Field, Stambaugh Stadium. And YSU right now is just off to a very slow start. They had a little bit of momentum there with a running game, but it's been shut down ever since, as we are here now 3rd and 10 for the Penguins. Ball by looks to be right there on about the 46-yard line. They have a receiver to the left. They have 2 to the right. The running back in the backfield. Marshall's going to drop back. Throws. Great protection. Now he has to fire it here. Fires, and that one's caught. Nice play there by Aaron Marshall. Finally gets his game going after a slow start as well. Just like Howard's quarterback right there, number 14, Aaron Marshall for the Penguins. He had to have something going. He started off slow. He just, nearly forced a pass. It was nearly picked off. But right there he showed how to keep his composure in pressure like that, and he gets a first down. Of course, he has been one of the quarterbacks that people have been trying to be a rebound guy this year after last year's disappointment. This is basically his rebound senior season before he graduates. We're going to have to see what happens. Same position by the looks of it. Drops back, same time. Lobs it up, and that one's incomplete. Looks like he was pressured right there. Yeah, he was trying to get it to number 3, one of their wide receivers. But what happened right there is, he should have actually thrown that one away because he had a wide receiver kind of right out of bounds a bit, almost out of bounds in the facility. But problem is right there again. The pressure came to him, and he nearly forced it. That could have been worse if he did not lob it over all of them. 2nd and 10. 2:35 to go in the second. Marshall, under center. Drops back again. Marshall, trying to read the field. Looks, fires, and incomplete once again. Looks like the ball slipped out of his hands that time. And, in these rainy conditions, especially here in Youngstown, Ohio, you have to know how to throw the ball, especially in the rain. And, you're not wearing gloves either is the thing. You're not wearing a glove on the left hand, and you're throwing on the right hand. The ball's slippery. Nothing you could do on that one, except maybe take a little more off. Under center again is Marshall. 3rd and 10 this time. Drops back once again. Marshall surveys the field, fires, and that one's off the hands of his receiver. Oh my goodness. And he cannot believe he dropped that one right in his hands. That could have been 6. And then he heard footsteps. What happened there is that his receiver heard a bunch of footsteps. Aaron Marshall had a nice third down pass right there. That could have been big. But what happened is that his receiver, he was trying to make a play, trying to see, what he could do against this defensive guy coming, if he could break this tackle, maybe juke him. But he thought about it too soon and did not pay attention to the ball at all. And because of that, it's now 4th down. The Penguins will have to punt. And this one's a very short punt, but it's also high. And this one's going to be far caught around this 17, 18-yard line there. Not what you want to see. I think he kind of, I wouldn't say shanked that one, but just did not get enough distance out. That was trying to get it at least to the 10 and was short of that. So 2:20 to go here in the second. Howard leads 7-0 against Youngstown State. Week 1 of Division 1 AA football. Boy, it's always fun to watch these 1AA and soon to be FCS, as it's announced in 2006. That's when they're going to be taken over as the FCS conference, rebranded as. So 2 more seasons under this AA rule. Drops back, looks, fires, caught, and it's going to be for a little decent pickup right there, probably about 3 or 4 yards on the play. He has 3 completions on the day, which may not seem that good, but he has had 2 long passes. One was a 3rd and 13, and the other one was actually a 3rd down play as well, if I recall, with a play action pass where he was under pressure. And he's been, pretty consistent so far. They've been trying to run the ball a bit more, I think, too, as that one was actually a gain of 5 right there. And, of course, it's not the NFL, so we will not have a 2-minute warning here. The clock continues to tick. Gonna have to see if they score right before halftime. Back to pass. That was in the shotgun. Throws, fires, has a man almost. That was batted away right there. Could have been picked off if he just put his hands out a bit more. How about that sign right there? Corso for president. Hey, I'd take Lee Corso as my president any day. Hey, how do you think he would do, with all the stuff going on right now? Lee Corso, he would send in the U.S. Army, I'm pretty sure. With every incident happening right now. He would send in anything. Heck, he'd probably give us college football all the time. Yeah, that's just the guy he is. I heard, did he put on the Penguin gear before this? If they were at game day, I'm pretty sure he would, but I don't know if his pick would be going good. Usually when he puts that mascot head on, usually it backfires on him. So 3rd and 5. You got the fullback and the running back, both in the backfield. Hand off, they tried to do a little trick. That's not going to work. Actually, the guy put him back there. His own teammate did, and because of that, he stopped in the backfield for a big loss on the play. While YSU will use the timeout. Just not a good play there. I think it was a misdirection. The running back, the other guy, tried the block, but what happened is that he got pushed back actually by one of the defenders. And after that, just nowhere to go. You've got a bunch of Ys everywhere. A bunch of Penguins just waddling on him, as we say. Or even a better term, they were sliding on him. Penguins love sliding on their bellies. You ever slid on your belly? A couple times. So, the Bison will punt on a 4th and 9. Oh, and that one was not really a good snap. Had to kind of switch around to get that. Punts it away. Pretty good punt around the 44-yard line. Try and take it. And it's going to be brought down. And there's also a flag, however. Our first penalty of the day. As he was down at the 49-yard line. So this flag's going to be. There's no foul. And that's going to be a face mask right there on the Bison. And that is going to be some extra yardage for the Penguins. At least 15 yards right there. How about that? So even they're going to get some better field position. That was originally a 3-yard return, but now they're even going to get better field position. Remember, they were kind of in the red zone for a bit before Aaron Marshall's incomplete pass right there. That could have been 6, and they had the punt. So we'll see what happens here this time. Not in the red zone yet, but they are right there on Howard's, by looks of it, be 37-yard line. They got the running back in the backfield. Under center is Marshall again, number 14. And oh, they tried to do an option. Not going to work there. He stopped in the backfield. They read that perfectly. The defense was not tricked by that at all. They knew once they saw that little misdirection right there where he was going to go, and you saw them audible a bit too, put all their linemen right on the left side right there. Yeah, left side, maybe my right side, wherever we are from the camera angle. That's where they motioned all those guys, even before the snap. So they read that perfectly. Yeah, they have to do something right now because time's ticking. You got 1:20 remaining here in the second. 2nd and 10. No gain on that play. If I'm YSU here, you got to pass. I'm sorry now. Like, time's ticking. You have 2 timeouts. You can use them, but I don't know why they're just decide to pass right now. I don't know why they're trying all this option stuff. And this one's going to be a pitch out to the back. He's had a pretty good day. Look at this. There he goes to 30. Juke move. He's got to get the first down right there around the 25-yard line. They have a timeout that they could use. Not the best day for the running back right now. Only 26 yards, but that was another nice run. The second nice run that we probably saw earlier. Even better than the run that was, in fact, on the 3rd down. Yeah, I don't know what. Their time's ticking again. You got 104 left here in the second. They do have 2 timeouts. I think they were just saving this in case. And they could get a little closer maybe for a field goal right before halftime. Marshall under center. Drops back. Has an extra block. Throws. Fires. And incomplete. Overthrew his receivers again. And Aaron Marshall 1 of 7 for 11 yards right now. Just not the first half that he wanted. Not at all. He's been overthrowing his receivers. His only good pass, in fact. Now, one was not his fault. That was on the tight end, but the other one, he's just been overthrowing these receivers. His only good pass was that 3rd down where he found his man. And besides that, it's just been a rainy day for him. He just cannot handle the rainy condition. He is just struggling right now. 52 seconds left in the second. Second down 10. Ball on the 24. 2 receivers to the left or to the right. Receiver to the left, depending on your camera angle. Drops back again. Marshall looks and has to get that one off and almost caught again by his receiver as he threw that one when he was getting sacked. Now, that was not a pretty pass by Aaron Marshall, but again, that's on your receiver because that could have been a big first down, and he drops it in the rain. These guys are also wearing gloves, remember. Special gloves that they stick up for this and still cannot catch it. I just do not get that. And, he didn't hear footsteps or anything. He was right in front of the ball before he was tackled. 3rd and 10 here, 48 seconds left to go in the second. And they're going to send a man in motion. That's number 13. So you're going to have 3 receivers now to the right. And you're going to have about 2 to the left. Shot clock, game clock right now, 48 seconds. Play clock was at 7 seconds. Will sound like basketball right there. Throws, fires, and that one's caught for a first down to the 10, to the 5. And he's going to be brought down around the 2-yard line. How about that? Under pressure on a 3rd and 10, and Aaron Marshall finds his intended tight end for a 1st and goal play. How about that in pressure situation? Son is kind of like earlier in that other pressure situation where he made the nice first down play off that 3rd and 10. He does it again this time. And that's what you need, and looks like now he finally found his composure by the looks of it. We'll see on this play. I formation by looks of it now. Fullback, running back. And it looks like they're playing a nice little goal line defense here. Is Howard. And trying to go somewhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Nothing going on that play. Yeah, they're going to hurry up now. They got to hurry up. I think that might have been either a miscommunication or they were going to try and fake out the defense, and Marshall was going to run the other way, but they were not faked out. They knew what was going on just like that. I formation again. This time it's a handoff to 32. He's going to run. There he goes. 5, 10. 2, touchdown! 8-yard touchdown run by number 32, and the Penguins are on the board. Just some nice blocking up front. And look at this. That's why you have the fullback in there for the I formation too. Because 5, touchdown. Wow, what a play. So a little struggling first half ends with a nice little blessing for Youngstown State as they finally get on the board. And they have a chance to tie it now with the PAT with 24 seconds left here in the second quarter. On attack the extra points, number 16 for the Penguins. Brian Palmer kicks up and is through the upright. So we are tied here at 7 just before half. Bison Penguins. And tell you what, we thought Howard was going to have an easy time again. By the looks of it, that's not going to happen. And Youngstown State with the comeback right before halftime ends. Just a nice, beautiful play right there. First of all, it took them a while to get downfield, but it seemed like once Aaron Marshall on that third down found his receiver, he was like, okay, I'm confident again. Let's just do this. And then, it seemed like that they were only going to be held to a field goal. Did not happen on that play. The running back just pounded it in. That's why we love a guy like that. Just an old school classic running back that feels like a fullback. And it's hard to bring him down. So Penguins will kick off. Of course, this game right now has been big. A few other Division 1 AA games going on as well, and some FBS games too. Of course, Ohio State played Cincinnati today with a big win there. Final score 35-10 as the Buckeyes go 1-0 on the season. And another Ohio team, which YSU will in fact be playing in 2007, according to the new schedule releases in the future. And we're going to have to see what the future is. It's a muffed kick. He muffed it. And they're going to have to bring it back around the 8-yard line, trying to get somewhere, and he's going to be stopped around the 14-yard line. Not a way to go right there. It seems like the wet hands are a problem for them now. I don't think that guy was wearing gloves either, so, in this situation, you should have worn gloves, and he did not. So 20 seconds left. By the looks of it, they might just run the clock out, go into halftime, and figure out their next game plan here for the second half to see what they did wrong. What happened? How did they let YSU score on defense? How did they let their defense give up that touchdown? Handoff. And that's going to be for about 2 yards. And yeah, they're just going to do that. Tick the clock. Make sure it ticks all the way down to 0. So what a half. So what a first half that has been for both teams. Started off slow. And now we have a tight ball game. It's been mostly a defensive game too in this weather, but we expected that. Will they get a playoff again? No, they will not, and we will go into halftime with the score tied 7-7 here on EA Sports. I'm Ian O'Brien, and we'll be back for a second half recap. But first, the halftime show.